I got pulled aside at customs in Cancun, right after a long, exhausting flight. I was just ready to get to my hotel, maybe grab a taco, and start my vacation. But instead, I found myself in a situation I never expected. And by the time I finally walked out of that airport, I was $600 poorer for my own belongings. Not for souvenirs, not for anything I bought there, but for the stuff I brought from home. If you're flying to Mexico with anything valuable, you need to watch this before you pack your bags. Trust me, it could save you a lot of money and a ton of stress. Seriously, you'll thank me later. This is the kind of thing you wish someone had told you before you left. So, here's the setup. Let me walk you through exactly what happened. I'd been traveling for about a month, away from my home in Japan, and I had a ton of stuff with me. I was basically living out of my suitcase, so I had to bring a lot. Not just clothes, but my graded sports cards, some rare collectibles, and a few things that meant a lot to me personally. My Pokemon cards, my personal collection. Just mine. These weren't for sale, they weren't new, they were just things I'd collected over the years and wanted to keep with me. So, I land in Cancun, grab my bags, and I'm thinking about the beach. But then, I see the look. You know the look. When a customs agent zeroes in on you, it's like they can smell if you're carrying something interesting. Suddenly, I'm being watched. I can feel it. And sure enough, I get waved over. They open my bags, pull out every single card, every collectible, and start laying them out on the table like I'm running a shop. And before I know it, I'm ushered off to the side, away from the other travelers. It's just me, my stuff, and a couple of very serious-looking customs officers. Not the welcome I expected, let's say that. I felt like I was in trouble, even though I hadn't done anything wrong. Here's where the shakedown begins. They start asking questions, looking at my cards and whispering to each other. First, they eyeball my cards and just make up a number. These are worth $3,000. No research, no checking, just a wild guess. Like, they didn't even Google it. They didn't scan a barcode, look up a price, or ask for proof. They just decided. Then, they tell me I owe a 20% import tax on that number. That's $600 right there on the spot. 600. For my own stuff I'd owned for years, just because I brought it with me. I tried to explain, but it didn't matter. They had already made up their minds. So I asked the logical question, what if I refuse? What if I just say, fine, I'll go home, keep your Cancun sunshine? Their answer, then we confiscate everything. All my cards, my collectibles, everything I cared about. No negotiation, no appeal, just a simple choice. Pay up or lose it all. Let me spell it out. Pay the 20% tax or lose it all. There's no middle ground, no way to talk your way out of it. That's extortion, but with a receipt. It's official, it's legal, and there's nothing you can do about it in the moment. And as far as I can tell, there's no real recourse. You can't call a manager, you can't appeal, you can't even get a second opinion. You can argue, sure, but you're just arguing with a wall. The rules are the rules and they're not on your side. So here's what you should do if you want to avoid this nightmare. First, minimize valuables when you enter Mexico. Only bring what you absolutely need and leave the rest at home. Anything that looks expensive can be assigned a value and taxed. That means collectibles, electronics, jewelry, and even things you might not think twice about. Anything shiny, rare, or high-tech is fair game. That means collectibles, electronics, even that fancy watch you barely wear. If it looks valuable, it's a target for customs. Think twice before packing anything you'd be heartbroken to lose or pay a huge tax on. Second, know that refusing to pay isn't a get-out-of-jail-free card. You can't just walk away from the situation. It doesn't mean you can just turn around and leave. Once you're flagged, you're stuck until you make a decision. It can mean confiscation, and honestly, trying to fight it just wastes time. You'll end up frustrated, possibly missing your connection, and still out your valuables. So, bottom line, if you don't absolutely need it, leave it at home. Save yourself the headache, the money, and the stress. It's just not worth the risk, especially if you're traveling for fun. And look, the people of Mexico, they're amazing. The locals, the food, the culture, it's all incredible. This isn't about them, it's about the system. The customs process is what it is, and you have to be prepared for it. Honestly, I'd go back to Mexico in a heartbeat. The country is beautiful and there's so much to see and do. Mexico City is incredible. The energy, the history, the food, there's nothing like it. Just go in with your eyes open. Be smart, be prepared, and you'll have a much better trip. Don't let customs ruin your adventure. Plan ahead, and you'll be fine. You want the full story? It's at davidmondore.com. I break down everything you need to know step by step. Subscribe for the next one, Greece and why I'll never pay for Mykonos again. Safe travels, and may your next trip be customs drama-free.